it's Cassidy. Welcome back to my channel. So I know that I didn't post last week. I actually went into labor and delivery, and that's where we are now. So here is my labor and delivery vlog. Let's hop on to today's video. Okay guys, so we're at the hospital because my water might have broke, but we don't exactly know. We got me on the monitor. Blood pressure is high, so they gotta test me for preeclampsia. Ugh. I'm telling y'all, if it was that video yesterday that I filmed, but when y'all see this, it'll be like a week and a half, but I'll keep y'all updated. For that whole week, I was having contractions about 1 to 3 minutes apart, but I wasn't dilating. So every time I go to the hospital, they would just send me home because there was no dilation, which means there was no progress. They were like, we need to induce you. And I was like, period, because I've been contracting for a week. I want this baby out of me. It was 37 weeks and 2 days, so I considered that full term, but technically early term, not preterm. First thing they tried was the Cytotec, and they did a few doses of that, but it was not working, and they wanted to start Pitocin, but I couldn't start Pitocin because my heart rate and blood pressure just kept inclining, and the baby's heart rate kept declining, and so they were thinking that it was maybe stressing the baby out. When they were telling me that her heart rate was declining, I was like, we need a C-section, she needs to come out. And they were like, no, everything's gonna be fine. So an hour or so passed by, and they were like, you know, the baby's heart rate looks much better, we're gonna start the Pitocin. I had epidural, and I hated epidural, by the way, because I did not like the feeling of not feeling anything for 20 hours straight. It was very uncomfortable. I don't know how others sleep on that. I hated it. 10 hours in, they decided to finally break my water, and that's when labor started to like progress, because I was between 1 and 2 centimeters dilated for like 9 or 10 hours, and then once they broke my water, then it was speeding up a lot faster. They just broke my water, and my stomach deflated, like really deflated, and contractions are a little bit stronger now, but we're chilling because of the epidural. Okay, and by the way, that was 10-hour mark. If I didn't say that, this is 10-hour mark. I'll see you on a few hours. And then here comes 5:15, and they're like, the doctor's on the way. She'll be here in like 15 minutes. And all I wanted to do was get the baby out. He's here. Gavin is over there drinking water. I'm really jealous, but I got the labor shakes. I'm 9.5 centimeters dilated, so almost time.
They gave you Sprite.
What?
They gave you Sprite.
Oh yeah, they did give me Sprite. That was really nice of them. So next time I check back in, she should be here. She's not here right now. This baby's coming out without the doctor. So then I pushed for about like 10-15 minutes, and then she was here. We went up to postpartum room, and they do all her tests and do everything, and she looks great. And she was 7 pounds and 11 ounces, born November 16th at 5:30 p.m. Okay, it's the morning after, but she's here. This is the little bump update. It's been roughly like 15 hours. I'm about to hop in the shower, and I'm exhausted, but it was very much worth it. We love her very, very much, so yeah. Then a few days later, I had gotten sent back because I had mastitis. Mastitis is an infection in your body, so they gave me an antibiotic, and I was allergic to the antibiotic, and I had a rash literally throughout my neck, on my chest, around my face. I'll insert a picture, but it was really scary. So I went back to labor and delivery, and they checked my blood pressure, and my blood pressure was hanging out in the 160s over 107, and it was not declining, so I had to get magnesium. And that made me feel very weird. They were like, you need to stay again. So they prescribed me a different antibiotic to clear out the infection and diagnosed me with postpartum preeclampsia. And then I went back up to postpartum and stayed a few days, and then they cleared out the infection, and now we're straight chilling. It's my whole labor and delivery vlog, story time type of thing. It was quite interesting. It was very painful, very long, 20 hours, but it was so very much worth it. I'm gonna wait a long time though for another one. And that wraps up today's video. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe and turn your post notifications so you guys do not miss another video like this one. Comment down below what you want to hear next, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.